7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
All power to the people. It's the Bruh Listen Podcast, the black podcast focusing on social political issues and how they affect our community. With your hosts, Cedric Owens, Brittany Brown, and Anthony Rogers. Bruh Listen. Bruh Nation, what's good? Back at it like an asthmatic.
Hey,
What's going on?
better late than never.
Huh, man. Y'all thought y'all was going to get it. I'm going to post this tonight, so that'll be good.
Absolutely.
So,
Blast
yeah, y'all thought we wasn't going to post, but nah, nigga. We still here.
Yeah.
Y'all. Anywho, what's good, y'all? We back at it again. Episode number, I don't freaking know.
46.
46, y'all.
Still waiting on the women to send us those pictures. All
Yeah,
right.
I have received nothing in the
All right.
inbox for the Bruh Listen Gmail besides when Holly asked to be on the show. Shout out to Holly.
Man, how to be bullshitting.
She don't be bullshitting. We be bullshitting. Be honest with you. But yeah, she still come on the show. Shout out to her. We'll do that when it's closer to the local elections here in Jacksonville. We'll do a special Bruh Listen Jacksonville pod. So that way you niggas that don't live here, that live in Ireland, shout out to that nigga in Ireland that's still listening.
He like, what is my only contact with the outer world?
Yeah, you niggas in Ireland and England that's listening, y'all ain't got to listen to Jacksonville politics if y'all don't want to. So we'll put that show as a special show.
That would be awesome.
I'm going to give a shout out to Wayne. Shout out to Wayne. I know that nigga always listen. I don't know who else I want to give a shout out to.
I don't know. Think they
Whatever.
got dope in Ireland?
They got to have dope in Ireland. They got heroin in Ireland.
Well, I
got
know they
drugs
got heroin. Yeah, well.
Oh, okay, well. Nisha just said something. I don't know what the hell she said. Oh, shout out to Nisha for making tea because Brittany got that shit. And apparently I got it too.
I just got a quick look off. Just a quick look off.
That's what they said in the 80s too. I just got a quick little cough. Okay. Your ass is with the sick dick. Anywho, Brittany, what's good, man?
Nothing much. Chilling, you know. Just a new week. It's President's Day, but we ain't got no president to celebrate. No shit like that going on.
We ain't gonna celebrate Obama?
Fuck that nigga.
We'll celebrate Obama. I'd celebrate him all day, every day.
I'm
That's all my president.
celebrating
What president you celebrating today, Tank?
Tupac Shakur.
He ain't
I'm
wasn't a
about to say,
president
none
of
of
shit.
them.
That's
None
what-
of them.
President's Day. Give me a president to celebrate.
A president
Who
to
you
celebrate?
celebrating? Who you celebrating?
To be honest, none of them worth the shit. Oh, Jimmy Carter. I like Jimmy.
I love Jimmy
I
Carter.
like
That's a
good
good
old-
answer.
I love Jimmy Carter.
We
That's
got. I can name right now
He the
off
only one that's
the
worth
top
a
of my
shit.
head. I can give you 5. Abraham Lincoln.
Fuck him.
Why?
For what?
Why fuck
For
Abraham?
what?
Wait. Why fuck him, y'all?
He did what he had to do to save the Union.
Thank you.
Regardless of what his reasoning was behind freeing the
fuck with
slaves,
you.
He didn't free. Go ahead.
he didn't free the slaves. The Emancipation Proclamation,
It was
and
a-
then signing it into a law.
He
the
did what he
13th.
Right,
had
and
to
then-
do.
and then-
I was
and
gonna
then
tear the
you
nation
turn-
apart.
But
Okay.
then you turn around and then you
Wait a minute.
you set them free.
Wait a minute.
And then you turn around and you put them back in captivity because
All
they
right.
have nowhere to go. So they
Well,
make these laws.
this is gonna be
We
a history.
go-
This is gonna be a history podcast. Today.
Yeah, we gonna
'Cause I ain't
left
with this shit today.
real quick.
Man,
We
don't
can't
get on
give-
here
we
and cap for
gonna- he
Abraham.
We can't give LBJ. We give LBJ credit. Don't
Who?
listen.
Who?
Listen, what I'm saying though. Niggas don't like LBJ. We know LBJ was a racist, but LBJ still signed the civil rights thing in the law.
He
I'll take
had
it.
to.
I'll take it.
Worth a
He
shit.
didn't have to. Oh hell no, he didn't have to.
What Reverend Rogers used to say, ain't worth a squirrel fart.
Anyway,
and what did that do?
So Abraham Lincoln. All right. Then after you get with old Honest Abe,
I'm nothing honest about that shit. But go ahead.
LBJ.
I ain't no
Franklin
not
Roosevelt?
LBJ. LBJ
No,
is
not
not on my
Franklin
list. Yes, FDR.
Yeah, FDR.
FDR for
Franklin
sure.
Delano.
Okay, and then after FDR, I'm gonna go Kennedy. Okay.
Okay, Kennedy was a nigga.
Kennedy was legit.
He was
All
a nigga.
right.
Then after
He
Kennedy,
was all right.
He was a nigga.
after Kennedy, I'm gonna go
Jimmy. Oh, Jimmy.
Jimmy Carter.
Okay.
Then I'm
And
gonna
then
go
Obama.
Then I'm gonna go Bill Clinton and Obama.
Why
Fuck
Bill?
Bill.
Bill Clinton, although everybody want to bring up the fact that he incarcerated a lot of niggas, he also improved urban housing more than any other president. Period. Like he increased urban housing and development.
It was
more
getting
than
ready
any
for
other-
gentrification.
Any other president.
That's about it.
Up top.
So whatever.
Up top.
It was getting
What?
ready to move them niggas out so they could move in
Well,
from
y'all-
the school system
you know
to
what?
the prison
So-
system.
so
You know
far,
what,
I'm on
Brand
Tank's
Nation?
side right now. So
You know what,
far.
Brand Nation? All you niggas that's sitting out there like these people hate white people. Y'all
I know.
right?
I hate the system.
I actually like white people.
Y'all
white
right?
people don't bother me too
Not
much.
just none of the president
don't-
ones, right?
I hate.
I like white people more.
I hate when
really
niggas make
not.
general statements like,
You know, not
"Oh,
all white folks
I
are
love
in my
white
book."
people. Oh, I love gay people. Oh, I love these people." I don't know these niggas. I fuck with who I fuck with. It's fucked up white people and it's fucked
if
up
you
gay
fuck- if you
people.
fuck with
I ain't gonna say I love gay
I got
people.
plenty of white people that I'm cool with that.
But if you fuck with who you fuck with, you,
You
don't
know,
fuck with
I
Abraham
don't-
Lincoln
not
for
all
freeing
of
the
them.
slaves.
Hell no.
Where we at? What is going on?
Because you freed them on a Tuesday, and on a Thursday they was back locked up back in
This
some
one is
form of
like
slavery.
this
How-
the
but
perfect
wait.
analogy. It's like if
It was done. It was done in a way to where they still were not free.
It's like if your uncle molest you, but he leave you $1 million or whatever. Yeah,
You
thank
forgive
you,
him?
thank you for making me.
I'm gonna
rich.
add one
you
more.
still play with my
I'm gonna
ass.
add one more.
You said 5.
Ulysses S. Grant.
You done lost your damn mind.
Why? Okay, why you don't like?
I don't know, but I
Ulysses?
remember. I
Lost.
can't. No, see, I read a lot of shit. I know a lot of his. I can't remember what, but it was something fucked up about Ulysses. I
Okay,
can't
so
remember.
Grant was a general in the Civil War, right? And he fought with the Union.
Or was he on our side?
He was on our side.
I know I was on our side, but I think he did.
fought
something.
with the Union, and then he helped with Sherman's March and all that other stuff or whatever, right? Then afterwards, he became president of the United States. More black senators, and these were first-time black senators and congressmen, were elected under Ulysses S. Grant than any other president for the next 100
I ain't gonna
years.
say nothing about this guy. I can't remember
And he
what I
helped-
read about him.
Ulysses S. Grant passed laws to mandate African American freed slaves serve in Congress. Abraham Lincoln was dead. This is during Reconstruction. So yeah, you ask a Southern person if they like Grant, they hate him.
Okay, okay. I ain't gonna talk
He
too much
wasn't a
shit
good
about
president
Grant.
though. He died broke and unsuccessful. But
So we celebrate. So on President's Day, we celebrate them
I ain't
presidents.
celebrating none of them crackers.
Oh,
I ain't want to
okay,
ask
just
you. I said
asking.
who you like.
I'm just asking.
I ain't want to ask you. I said who you like. I ain't asked you to celebrate none of them crackers. Fuck them crackers. Anywho, Brother Nation, what's good? We back at it.
Done.
Oh yeah, Tank, how you feel? I want you to say I ain't asked you.
I'm good. You know everything. My dick's still working. So
There it
that's
is.
good.
And that
Let's
is
do it.
that's a good thing.
All right.
Kudos to
All right.
me.
Speaking of that, somebody's who's still working, but he not gonna be working on Empire no more. Jussie Smollett, smell it, Smollett,
Smollett.
smell it.
I got it.
Jussie Smollett. It's done came out that Tank was right, and you know on the podcast we
And
hate when
Brittany.
Tank right,
And Brittany.
because Tank said that nigga was lying. Did you say he was lying?
I
too?
said it looked like a setup. Something didn't seem right. I said that. Why would he just happen to be in Subway at 2:00 in the morning?
This nigga was
Why
in
he
Subway.
didn't send nobody to go get his
Don't
food?
nobody wanna eat
How
no
somebody
fucking
knew
sandwich
where
at
he
2 in
was
the
at?
morning.
How somebody just all knew that he was going to be at Subway at 2:00 in the morning? Just the
So
It happened.
apparently, after
Negative.
police investigation, it came
and
out.
it just happened. They could walk down the street with a noose in their hand and have bleach. It can happen. Okay, go ahead.
Looking for that nigga.
Now, if I was going out looking for a nigga to hang and bleach, I would have a noose and bleach on me. I'm not going to Walmart or Ace Hardware. But anywho, it came out that this nigga was lying and he paid the niggas and they writing him off Empire. Now, I think he did it because he wanted to be the gay Tupac and he has a mental illness. So that's a
He
problem.
mentioned that he said he is
He
the
is
gay Tupac.
yeah. So that's a problem. So now we in a situation where a lot of people feel like this detrimental to a ton of causes. It's detrimental to the anti-Make America Great Again movement
Why is they saying it's detrimental?
because basically, you know,
Yeah.
they're going to take it and run with it. Like, oh, y'all lying. Every time something come
Boy
up,
who
they're going to say
cried
y'all
wolf.
lying. Yeah, boy who cried
Boy who
wolf.
cried wolf.
It's detrimental to the LGBTQ movement, detrimental to black people.
What is the LGBTQ
Got-
elemental P
So,
movement?
so,
What the fuck is they doing? They
so
got all
here's
their
the
rights.
thing. When he
No,
had his,
we talking about just the movement to protect, like just in general.
So he-
don't beat them up.
So when he had
Oh,
his
okay.
interview, he made mention of the fact that so his angle in the situation is that he's not lying about the situation and people are
He lying.
People are victim shaming him and doubting him and he feels like if his quote unquote attackers were black, Muslim, anything other than white, then they would be trying to go after the attackers versus him being the victim. But because he claimed that they were white, Make America Great Again, all of a sudden now he's the villain in the situation, even though he supposedly is the victim. Now, as far as
I
the
don't
causes that
understand
it,
how you feel about
shit.
that?
I don't understand what the fuck he's saying. I don't want. What is Grinder?
Why y'all be wait?
No,
Now,
this is a
wait,
serious
wait.
question now.
Now we had Joe on here last week. Now you
I
could
know
ask
he's
Joe
not
whatever
here.
you wanted. You could have asked
We
him
wasn't
about
on this.
You could have asked him about
we
what
was talking about Beyonce.
Yeah,
though.
we had. But Joe was on here. You could have said, Joe, what is Grinder?
Mess
You
y'all
table that
with.
shit to Joe back on the show.
What is Grinder?
Because
I
I don't
have
know what no
not a
fuck
clue.
Grinder
I
is, boy.
don't
Cause what just by y'all read, I know it. Y'all know what it is.
You know what it is.
Now, I'm not
Damn
going
it.
down this road.
Okay,
with
now
you.
what is Tinder?
Tinder is a dating app.
Is it a dating app or is it just a call and just a smash?
It's a date app.
Okay.
All the dating apps are just a smash.
Grindr is just a smash, right?
All of them.
All
is
is
smash.
just smash. This
Coast
nigga
away is
admitted
smashing.
they used to be on Grindr. He said, "Yeah, I used to be on Grindr, but that was back in my day."
He a grown man. He can't be on Grindr.
It just shows.
I got a POF account.
It just shows.
Ah, that's trash.
Bro, let me tell you something. I done had a
It
plan.
just shows what, and you know what kind of niggas is on POF?
Let me tell you. I done
Trash.
had a POF
Creeps.
and a Tinder account
Yes.
Creeps.
for a year. I have yet to have anybody like or swipe right on
All
my
I
shit.
know is
Not one person. I'm not lying.
You
Not
must-
one
you don't
person
keep
has
it
ever
updated.
swiped
Nigga,
positive.
boy, all I know is if any of the niggas on Grindr, I know what they into. God damn it! So that
What they
means
into?
you. It would be you 2:00 in the morning
they
going
into,
and
Tank?
looking to
What
get
that
into
gotta do with
something.
this?
Because he was he was.
Oh, so
out
you
at
saying
2
you now you
o'clock
saying you
in the
believe him?
morning.
He was out there grinding or cruising or whatever you said it was
I
called.
think he didn't say he was out there cruising. He
You
was out there
said
to
he
get
was
a
out there
sub.
Right.
cruising.
Damn right he was.
So
the
the-
boy said he told
You
me
said he was cruising.
Grindr.
I believe your
So-
direct quote is he's cruising for a $5 foot long.
End quote.
Yeah, he got fucked up in the process.
Yeah, that's what it was. I think it was a setup, and I said it was a setup. It just didn't seem right. It seemed fishy. Like, how did they just know to go to him? And, oh, by the way, Jussie Smollett, like, at 2:00 in the morning in the dark, and it's cold outside, you fully covered in clothes. He looked kind of white.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing I said.
Erica sitting over here saying MAGA don't watch Empire. I disagree with that. I looked up the numbers last time we talked about this, and what was it? 42% of Empire viewers are white.
Yeah, but
that's
not-
a lie.
not the
goes-
rednecks.
So that goes back to the
I
whole.
don't know, man. You don't know what rednecks
Guaranteed.
be watching.
That goes back to the
Rednecks watch
whole.
Fresh
They
Prince.
they like us. They like us and want to be us without looking like us. It goes
Yeah,
to
they
the same
watch Fresh
situation.
Prince. Fresh Prince ain't Empire. though.
Anything got to do
Rednecks
with
ain't-
black, they watch it because it got seasoning in it.
But hold on, let me get back to the facts though. You know how they well the reports is how he got caught, right? Because the nigga finally gave him the phone, but when he gave him the phone when he gave him the phone records,
Yeah.
it had a lot of shit redacted. But silly ass don't know that they could just the cops, if anything suspicious, they could subpoena
Right, because they the
phone
police.
company.
They the police.
So
smell
they
it.
seen what he deleted and the messages and shit. That's how they got the Nigerian niggas.
This nigga is this. Listen to what I'm about to
He's
tell
saying
you.
he's not lying.
This nigga is one of the most famous people on TV as far as black people go, in one of the top rated black shows. And he was sitting in his house and was like, "I'm gonna have two niggas jump me, and then I'm gonna fake like it was to make America great again." People, why he on top of the game? Why do that?
Because he's getting written off the show.
But he was no, he wasn't getting written off the show. He's getting written off the show now because of what
read
happened.
that he was getting written off the show, and that was the reason
What's
why
the
he
nigga
did it.
name from New York Undercover? The dark skinned nigga.
Malik Yobo.
Malik Yobo got written off the show right after he said some flaw shit about LGBT shit. After Empire did something, he was like, "Well, my beliefs are my beliefs," and this, that, and the other. And they was like, "Get your ass off the show." So I don't
Daniels.
put nothing above Lee Daniels, as Tank has said many times on
that
here.
nigga.
Fuck Lee Daniels.
But Lee Daniels, he's one that's trying to perpetuate the push of the gay agenda within
Or so you think.
mainstream media.
Lee Daniels is pushing Lee Daniels'
Lee
agenda.
Daniels is coming out with the gay superhero. Who gives a fuck about the
Lee
superheroes? Gay?
Daniels don't care about no gay agenda. Lee Daniels care about Lee Daniels and
I don't
touch a
know.
little boy.
I
The
think-
gay agenda is to have it accepted everywhere for everything. So I think he is pushing the gay agenda.
He is, and
That's
I
why he
thi-
got the gay superhero.
Like I don't have an issue with gay homosexual people up here. Don't make me know. Never mind. But my thing is this: why do we have to focus so much on what you are attracted to, what you like to sleep in the bed? Same thing with a heterosexual
to make it
person.
normalized
But
because
why-
it's not
It is.
normalized.
It's sexuality.
That's the
and
gay
it's-
agenda,
the
to
issue
make
is
it
that-
normalized.
To make
The
it
issue,
normalized.
the issue
I'm
is that,
straight on that.
sexuality itself, until they normalize sexuality as a whole, what they're trying to do, who gives a fuck if you like to sleep with
All right.
2 men, 2 women,
Sit down,
sheets?
Sister Soldier.
I'm
Because
with
you're talking
you.
about some normalized sexuality as a
I'm
whole.
with you.
Where you think we at in the Star Trek utopia? This is America in 2019
But I'm
and
still
Donald
pushing.
Trump president.
I'm still pushing for stuff like that. I'm still
tripping.
pushing for people to just be treated as human fucking beings
what
first.
what you're saying is legit. And when I say sit down, Sister Soldier,
I get you.
I
get
what
you.
you're saying is legit. But that's pie in the sky. As Tank, to quote Tank, that's some old pie in the sky shit. If you think people just gonna normalize sexuality in general,
I know
you're
it's
crazy.
a
That's
fight.
never happening.
I get it. It's a
I
fight.
don't think
but-
it's ever happened.
I'm
but
straight on it. I don't wanna be
But the
turning
thing
flipping.
about it is not normalizing sexuality, but everybody is natural.
You don't
Look
wanna
here,
be turning
hey,
what?
I don't want to be turning the station and just come on across two niggas just. Y'all know what that sound is
Just
out there in
keep turning.
podcast?
Where Joe at when you need
But the
him?
thing
I'm
about,
straight.
But the thing about it is,
I
why?
don't want to see it.
Why should we give a damn about why should we give a damn about the intimacy of a person? Period.
Ugh, 'cause I gotta look at you.
No, because it doesn't find you as a person.
right.
It
Why do
does
you
not
care about the
define.
intimacy of any
Why do you
person?
care
Because
about
it's
whether I'm
disgusting to me.
heterosexual, homosexual, whether I'm a
She
necrophiliac?
said
Why do you care?
Your
Oh.
sexuality in general. Why do
It
anybody
does
care?
not define you.
Oh,
It's
I
a
agree with
small
that.
piece of who you are that makes you no less of a good or bad doctor, teacher, lawyer, flipping burgers, whatever. Your sexuality should have nothing to do with how you identify as a
Yeah.
total person.
So who does
the
hurt the
problem?
most?
The problem is that we're starting to use sexuality as an identifier of you as a person. That's the problem.
But look at Lay Daniels is a fuck nigga.
I
That's
just
all
want
I
to know. I
don't
want y'all
gay,
to know
black, straight.
that I identify sexually as I like any woman that like me.
Thank you. My
Hey,
God.
man.
So who this hurt the most?
Who? What? This nigga? Man, look.
This
ain't nobody give a fuck.
And what? This no, it do.
No, what I was gonna say
people
is,
do give a fuck.
no, I said ain't nobody know who this nigga was before, and ain't
I
nobody
disagree.
give a
Niggas
fuck
know who
afterwards.
he is. That's why we talking about it right now on this
Still
podcast.
talking, and they still talking.
And it's still talking about it on the internet.
Who gave
When
a
I-
fuck about this
when I
nigga
could-
before? Is what I'm saying.
when I could-
Anybody gave a fuck about him before this?
No, but they do now.
I don't know what it is.
But
Ain't
my
nobody
point is
gonna give a
this.
fuck
My
about
point
after
is this. What does this hurt the most? What does this detriment the most?
Nothing. It hurts him.
I
That's
think
my
it-
opinion.
I
It
think
hurts
it hurt.
nothing.
I think it hurts him in any cause that he might represent.
Yeah.
I think it hurt any pushback towards the extreme "Make America Great Again" people. I'm not saying all the MAGA hat people extremists, but the ones that are like the dude who send out the pipe bombs and stuff. Now to "Make America Great Again," people ain't gonna say nothing, but it's fake news.
Fake news.
Just like Jussie Smollett situation.
Well, they say that it's fake news for everything anyway. The crackers gonna do what they want to do, but it's on the people to realize what's real and what's bullshit. The story was bullshit, but now the next story to come out or whatever, all the stories and shit line up, and then.
So you saying
then
take
what it
each
is.
case individually?
Yeah, I
Sit
think.
down, Sister Soldier. You think this some utopia?
Yeah.
This is America in 2000 pie in the sky shit.
Yeah, this what the new generation and this new social media thing, the word that don't know that everything needs nuance. That need to be the word of the fucking
Niggas don't know what
generation.
nuance mean, man.
Everything needs nuance. Everything ain't always black and white.
Why not?
Because everything ain't always black
Yeah,
and
I
white.
disagree.
When I say black and white, just like this story right here or whatever. Like
It gotta be
this-
able
Everything,
to it. Yeah, I
everything,
agree.
it is,
This one is
everything
some
is black and
bullshit.
white. You gotta think about it. When the
What's
story,
black and white?
in a story, there's three sides to the story. There's always three sides to a story. That person's side, another side, and then the fucking truth.
I
The
know.
truth is the black and white portion of it.
Well, no,
So-
you just said the three sides to the story. The third side it was when you add nuance. If you just believe one or the other, then that's when you don't have nuance. You just prove a point, Brittany.
In reality,
God
there's
damn
three
it.
sides to every story.
Well, you ain't gotta say
your
no more.
side, my side, and the fucking truth. The issue is that nobody knows the truth but you and me in the situation. So you saying it can't
What
be black and
situation you
white?
talking
You
about?
said
I
it can't.
got
You
lost.
said no. You
She's
yeah.
saying only
You said it can't
Jussie
be black and
Smollett
white. I was like, yes,
and
it
the
can be.
Nigerian niggas know what really happened. And the nigga that was at Subway making him that $5 no.
Cruising.
Erica just squished her face up like, ugh. I want y'all to
man.
know that the free square spirit that is Coca
I'm
Jane.
sick of talking about this nigga, man.
Squished her face up.
I don't give a fuck about this shit.
I don't
man.
care
About
either.
Jussie
I was
really.
just about to say.
I don't even watch
At the
Empire,
end
so
of
it
the
don't
day,
matter.
I don't watch Empire. I don't care.
Oh, man.
Whatever. The nigga was lying. It's been some great memes that came out
They're
about
wonderful.
it. Because the one
How
where he
nigga-
laying on the bed, it
how
was like,
niggas
how
sleep
nigga lay
late.
down, how niggas sleep when they know they just lied to you and they had Jussie Smollett like this, like a baby. Greatest meme of all time.
And that nigga on suicide watch.
Oh, man.
Nigga
Nah,
crazy. Nigga, I didn't need to
they
be.
need to
This
be.
nigga fucking
I agree with
crazy.
Tank. He do need to be on suicide watch.
And he about to lose a job. Nobody knew who he was except he was the boy from the Mighty Ducks. Mighty
That
Ducks.
nigga was in Mighty Ducks.
Yeah, apparently one of the little fat kids in Mighty Ducks.
Wait a
Other than that,
minute
nobody
now,
know who he was.
That nigga wasn't in no motherfucking
Yes,
Mighty
he
Ducks.
You talking about the
was.
remake?
No.
You talking about
Yeah, it
remake.
had to be a remake.
No, I'm talking about
He would
the
be too
original.
old.
Mighty Ducks
The
is
kids
from
from the kids from
1987.
the kids from the Mighty Ducks older than me and Tank.
Bruh.
Jussie Smollett. Yeah, you looked at it. Somebody look it up.
I'm finna look. Where?
Somebody.
No,
Where the
you
fuck
gotta
the
talk about
interns
remake
at?
because Mighty Ducks is from 1987.
Where the interns at?
Mighty Ducks old as shit. I
Somebody
watched,
tell me what Mighty Ducks. Jussie. He was in D7. The Mighty Ducks.
ain't we older than Jussie
Mighty,
Smollett?
yeah,
Oh,
we
no, we
older.
finna-
no. Yeah, we is here. His 20s.
No,
Yeah,
he's
we
not.
way older
Jesse
than that
Smollett
nigga.
was born in 82.
He's 4 years older than
well,
us.
then he still ain't old. He ain't old, young and he old enough. Them kids, the nigga from the Mighty Ducks, I just seen him. He
And he was
bald-headed
in
fat.
the Mighty Ducks, the 1992 Mighty Ducks. That was the original
He
one.
was a baby.
Oh my
He was
god.
10 years old.
Oh my god. He was in it.
Oh, okay.
He played Terry Hall.
Wow, I remember that nigga.
Who knows?
I think he had a small part, probably. But my point is that nobody knows him
I
outside
hate
of that.
when niggas be in the movie and the
Nobody knows
background
him
handing
outside
out
of
some
that and
bagels.
being Journey Smollett's. Right, Journey Smollett's sister. That's the only.
Who?
So he's
I
not
don't know
relevant.
I don't know
this
none
shit.
of them niggas.
He's
I
by
don't even
you.
know about the Mighty Ducks.
Was he ever in a Tupac video?
No, he said he played
Then
Tupac,
Tank ain't
though.
gonna know who he is.
And then he played on a bunch of gay stuff.
Was
so.
he ever in a B-52 show? A video?
No.
Then I don't know who he is. I don't know who that is. I don't give a fuck who she is either.
He's
Ease Bayou.
Yes,
The light-skinned
the one
girl.
with the curly hair and call her Rabbit.
I gotta see
Carrot
it
Top.
again, man.
Man, I ain't seen Ease
Only
Bayou
one
in
I
years.
remember.
That's my favorite
some-
movie.
It's some messed
Yes.
up shit in Ease Bayou, and I can't
That
watch
was a
it.
very good movie.
The only
by the
person
way.
I remember from Ease Bayou is Megan Good.
Her sister. We're talking about her sister.
Well.
She was also in Roll Bounce.
What's her name? Oh, okay, I know who you're talking about.
Nigga.
What's her name again?
Journey Smollett.
Journey, your brother gay.
Oh, she knows that. The whole family know that he's gay.
I hate to disclose it to you on this podcast, but the secret's been going on for too long, and I think it's making him do crazy shit. Like, oh, she white now. How did she turn white?
She's always
Let me
been
see.
light skinned.
That's
They
not light skin.
mixed.
Don't
They
she
not
like a
all
white
black.
woman? Don't you like a white woman?
Their parents is not all black. Their parents
Oh, that's
is
Jordan
white.
Sparks.
No, that's
Who that is?
My God.
Tell me how
That's-
can I breathe with no
That ain't
air?
That
Jordan
was my
Sparks.
shit, though.
No air, no
Hey.
air. I'll tell you who not going through any
salty.
mental problems or whatever. That was good. You hit that note.
Okay, guys.
Colin
Brittany
Kaepernick.
is a singer.
Colin Kaepernick just
Damn.
who?
Brittany, she's a singer.
I know, nigga. That's why I say she hit that note.
Oh, okay.
You want her to sing on the podcast right now?
Oh, man. She's drinking tea. Her voice fucked up. Yeah, you trying to put you on the spot.
I ain't
like
trying to put
that,
on the
but-
spot. You put on the spot. She's a singer. Listen, if y'all go look up BB LaRue and check out all her music, download all that shit right now. And then also, if you can find something from Showdown Entertainment, 31st Militia, from back in the day, me and Tank had a hit. It was all across the city of Jacksonville. It's called Shake Something For Me, Ho.
Yes.
It was everywhere. Niggas was in the cars riding past Walmart with it. I seen them.
I synced them.
I seen
You
them.
synced them smack.
Anyway, let's get on Cap, man. Cap recently, I believe yesterday or Saturday,
I think it was
Friday. In the last 5 days, Colin Kaepernick settled with the NFL on his collusion grievance. So we don't know the money that he got because he can't talk about it.
Non-disclosure
We don't know
agreement.
the case and how many teams actually colluded against him, if they did or didn't, because he can't talk about it. So what we're going to do on this podcast is do what every good American is going to do. Speculate.
You talk about it.
So I think that this proves this. I think this is bad luck for the NFL, period, because it proved that they're guilty. Because why
Yes.
settle if you so sure that you didn't collude, you wouldn't settle. You settling because you know if this shit went to trial, you was gonna be exposed.
Absolutely.
Why does
Any-
any of this matter?
But
Why does it matter?
Yeah, why does any of this
I
matter?
think it matters on the strength of it vindicates Kaepernick. That's the only thing that matters to me in this situation.
I don't give a fuck about that.
You don't give a fuck about
I
vindication.
give a fuck about Kaepernick
because
calls.
the NFL was like, we care
But
about
not-
your calls, and we went and dare keep you out the league for the cause.
No, but this whole case-
Listen what I'm saying about vindication. It proves that
I don't give a fuck.
the America cares more about money making and
This ain't got to do with America. They got to do with NFL. But look here.
you don't think the NFL
Nigga,
is
I think
everything
I
that's
want to say it
American?
does have something to do with America because you got to think about it. This is probably one of the first cases, maybe not the first case, but one case in history where finally the player gets some type of
Yeah, go
Get
ahead,
some-
Tank, though, because I know you're
No, I'm
trying to say
listening.
yeah.
something.
I'm
This is the
listening to
first
Brett.
time that a player who's done an active protest, who's been pretty much blackballed, has finally gotten some type of aha. Now
Yeah.
what? They've been, like you said, vindicated from the situation. Now he's put in a situation where he potentially can get a job back if he wants it. He may not want it anymore. But think about all the past protests that have happened and the backlash that's come out of it to where people have lost almost every damn thing for standing up for what they believe in. He, for once, he
lost everything and now he got
I
it
know.
back.
He got it
Good
back.
for you, nigga. Look, I don't think it got nothing to do with America. I think it just got something to do with the parties involved, the NFL and Kaepernick. But I don't really give a
It
fuck
do.
about Kaepernick getting. I mean, this is about The case is Kaepernick versus the NFL or whatever. I don't know how this relates to a bigger picture.
I think you're oversimplifying it.
No, that's who the case is.
I mean,
the case
you're
settles
right.
No.
You're right.
It don't have nothing
You're
to do with.
oversimplifying
It don't have
it.
nothing to do with the complexity
You
of
just said
the
nuance.
It don't got nothing to do
Yeah.
with. But they don't have nothing to do with the complexity of the prison system and the shit that Cap was standing for. All of this is about is
It
Cap
does.
playing
It has
in
a
the
lot to
league.
Here's
do
why I
with
think
How
it
does the
does.
NFL
Okay,
relate
but here's
to
how I
that?
think it does.
It doesn't.
Because people told the NFL, America as a whole, as a country, said, if you support this, the protests, because you know the unsupport of the protests wasn't because it was the anthem. It was because it was for black rights and prison reform and police reform.
Yeah.
Police
and
brutality.
people told the NFL, if you support Cap in this or let him on, we not going to come to your stuff. So it proves that
That wasn't about that for them
It
or whatever.
proves-
It wasn't about you for Cap and all of us. That's what it was about for niggas and all that. It was about
For
that.
the-
But for them, it was about he's disrespecting the flag or whatever. They ain't even
No,
thinking about
they
no
just
fucking
said
prison
that.
system.
No, the
that was the
No,
top
ain't no,
of
they
the
just
narrative.
said that.
The
They didn't
issue-
give a fuck about no prison system. They talking about him disrespecting
But
the
that's what I'm
flag.
saying. He wasn't disrespecting
He
the
wasn't.
flag. and
That's
it-
what
and
they
it-
saying.
But listen
though.
what I'm
That's
saying.
what it's
But
about
from
for
the,
them.
From the NFL standpoint, it proves that they more like one of you guys said earlier that they are a business, and it proves that they give more of a fuck about that almighty dollar
all
and
about
losing this
business,
shit
of course.
than they do about standing up
Yeah.
behind
And that's
the
what I'm
player that
saying
they're supposed
about
to protect.
how it relates to America.
But it
proves
does.
that America cares more about money
Absolutely.
than
I mean,
they
this is
care about
the
stuff.
NFL though. This is the NFL caring about money.
If you don't think the
Of
NFL
course, everybody
is
cares about
everything
money.
that's
Driven by
American,
dollars.
And the NFL is one of the most American things we have.
this doesn't
Like
relate
apple
back
pie.
to the-
Yeah, it's like apple
I know,
pie.
this don't relate
and
back to
racism.
This doesn't. I mean, but even if Kaepernick got a job back in the NFL and everything was like you say pie in the sky.
So Rod
and
let
all-
Eric Reed back in
Well,
19
okay, if everybody else get back in the NFL, Eric Reed, all them, and all you could do all this and you could do all that or whatever, it still ain't going to change the fact of these private prisons and the unjust criminal system. I mean, niggas is equaling the NFL protests to actual policy change, and that's not. They
No,
not equal.
I agree
This
with
shit
you on
done-
that.
It done switched
This
from
ain't-
the
this ain't
policy
what- no,
change
yeah,
to
you're right.
about them getting a
this
job in the
decision-
NFL.
This decision doesn't affect, in my opinion, the private prison stuff or anything at all.
But it could.
But
How?
I don't think it can.
How can
I don't
it?
think it got
It
nothing to
could,
do with that.
depending on who
Especially
you
since
have in
it's
office.
over and they got a gag order on it. It's done.
Right, but whoever you have, like, okay, so to your
Because
point,
Tank right, niggas gonna care and white people not.
true.
You can't change that.
White people are not going to care about stuff that don't benefit them.
Yeah, I mean, I just want the focus to be on what Cap in initial focus was, and all the focus turned all of the boycott
Well,
of the NFL
what about
wasn't
this?
about the
What
prison
about
system
looking at
no
it
more.
like
It was
this?
about if Cap get a job. Then
But
it's
what
cool.
about looking at it like this?
what-
Now that this is over and in the past, Cap can focus on that again and
He
put more
been
into
to
that.
focus on it. Anyway, he been focused. Cap
He been
been
focused,
focusing on
right.
the shit.
Yeah.
He need to talk more, and because Cap been focused on the shit.
What does he
But-
need to talk for? His actions. He doesn't need to
Because-
talk. What does he need to
No,
talk
Tank
for?
right.
Well, the reason he needs to talk more.
Why?
Let me tell you why. Because he is perceived as the leader now
Yep.
of this movement.
Yep.
Because he risked it all for the movement. Now, what's happening with the movement is it's done got distracted from being about the prison system to about playing in the NFL, and he needs to talk to the focus motherfuckers. It ain't about playing in the NFL. The reason I was kneeling was about these police and the unjust system. Everybody talking about this boycott of the NFL just until he get a job, then y'all gonna watch it again.
Right.
That ain't what the shit
But
about.
his action, I don't think he needs to talk. I think he's been talking a lot through his actions and the things that he's been able
But
to
see,
get
here's
done.
the thing. But
It's
that's
about
fine.
being a leader. About
That's
shit. That's all.
actions are fine for a philanthropist. Cap is more than just a philanthropist. Cap is just like Tank said. He's the face of this shit.
But
now.
he's been speaking. When
he
he does,
speaks, but he don't
when
speak enough.
talk-
He need to
when
publicly
he-
speak. That nigga need to be on CNN.
Why?
I see
He's
more
on-
Will Smith than
No,
this
for
nigga.
what?
Yeah, because
I see more Will
If-
Smith
okay,
than this.
so
He
what-
spoke. He got a settlement out the situation.
What the reason I say he
he
didn't
put
smoke?
he put their feet
no,
to
because
the fucking fire.
now,
He did speak.
but now you doing with
What he
Tank.
need-
Now you proving Tank right because you saying he got a settlement out of it. He put their feet to the fire. That's the NFL.
Yeah,
we're
that-
talking about prison reform.
Yeah, that's what I'm
He need to
talking
speak
about.
on prison reform.
I don't want him
He
to-
need to be on. He need to be on. Just like Al Sharpton do it all the time. He need to be on news channels and networks every week.
And
talking
feel
about
like
prison reform.
The only reason I say he need to do that is because the movement done got distracted from the original.
I think his original purpose for the movement was social. It was social injustice and also police brutality. That was the original.
All that shit going out the window.
And so now y'all went from that to prison reform. But at the end of the day, if you want to talk about his original reason for protesting, it was for police brutality.
Then go talk
and
about
social injustice.
Social injustice is prison reform.
Yeah.
But
you making the most,
if you want to talk about, but still,
social injustice engulfs all of that. Though.
Regardless of what he want to talk about, if it's social injustice, prison reform, whatever, Kaepernick is seen as the new Dr. King. That's a fact. That's what niggas
Muhammad
look at.
Ali.
Yeah, he is. And so when niggas, but see, that's the thing. When Ali became the face of the movement, Ali went on NBC News and did all that shit.
But Ali also was a talker.
Maybe that's just who Ali was.
Right, he was a talker. He was in your face. He was a showman.
Regardless,
you gotta pick up.
Is not that
you
person.
gotta pick that sword up.
You gotta pick that sword up. When Cap got on that knee, he knew what the fuck was gonna happen.
He was picking up the sword then.
Right. You gotta bear that cross.
He continued to do work through the community by still being silent.
That's awesome.
That's awesome, but that's out of that. Let me just give an example real quick.
Gotcha.
Okay, so when the NFL players take the knee or whatever, right? And a lot of times what you hear the white people say who are against it, I don't see them doing nothing in the community, taking this knee. Why don't they go down in the community and do something? And a lot of them players, most of those players do volunteer work all the time. But it's not like they vocalize it or put it on Facebook or whatever. That's fine. That's philanthropy. That's service. That's civil servitude. I'm cool with all that if you are Terrell Jones for the Miami Dolphins and you the third string running back and you took a knee and that's what you did or whatever, yada, yada, yada. But sometimes you have to bear a cross, even if it's not a cross you want to bear. Colin Kaepernick, whether he like it or not, is the face of all this shit. Period, point blank. When you say Colin Kaepernick, it's a ton of things and emotions that automatically come to people's mind. And that's what he is. Could you imagine if Dr. King didn't want to bear that cross? Or Malcolm X didn't want to bear that cross? They didn't set off saying, I'm going to be the most inspirational civil rights movement leader of all time. They just was like, niggas need rights, I'm going to do something about it. And then it picked up steam behind them.
The actions is always
Rosa Parks is a great example.
Yeah.
She spoke. She turned from, I'm a lady who working and I'm sitting on this bus, I'm gonna make this decision. When she made that decision, she immediately became a cross bearer.
I don't even want him to. He ain't gotta come out and be Muhammad Ali and all that, but just refocus the shit back to where it need to be. Like look, like the action, like nigga, like I just seen that Jay-Z paid off Lil Wayne taxes when he was fucked up.
Right.
Jay-Z,
he did something for Meek Mills.
Got Meek Mill's lawyers.
He paid 21 Savage bond or whatever.
He paid 21. He do all of this shit without talking, and that's good. He not in the position to be. I'm the leader, and
right.
He ain't pick up Kaepernick and picked up that sword. So it's good for him to have the action, but he need refocus.
Because he could have did
all niggas love a pep rally.
That's my thing. Yeah. Here's my thing. You want to make he could have did all the actions that he's doing now, which I commend him for, without making a brash statement. When he took that knee, that's a brash statement.
But it was still silent.
It's still a brash statement.
It's a brash statement. He's still silent, but he's still making other brash statements.
It's what's your boys with the gold medals.
Olympics, right.
They didn't say shit, but that's a brash statement.
And that's why I feel like he's continuing to make those statements by the work that he's doing in the community. Also, like for instance, him nailing that whole Nike contract. To me, that was a fucking brash statement.
Brittany, niggas love a pep rally.
Fuck Nike.
Niggas need a pep rally.
I know niggas love Nike and what they did with Kaepernick. You know why I say fuck Nike?
And Ford.
Because
I
like Nike.
They comfortable.
And
yes,
Ford.
They great shoes. Go buy the shoes or whatever. Yeah, because he got to deal with Ford too, right?
Yep, and
okay,
Ford.
But let me tell you something.
That's
you know why I
brash.
say fuck them? Because I'm not saying fuck them for doing what they did with Kaepernick. That's cool. But I'm saying if y'all don't think these companies did that shit because they want money, they don't have nothing to do with it.
The root behind this big ass issue. The root behind this big ass issue, when you circle back to the NFL, it's all about the dollar. That we know that.
Right.
That's the root of the issue.
When Nike signed Kaepernick, they didn't sign Kaepernick because they believe in social justice. They signed Kaepernick because they was like, numbers bear out. It was some dude up there named Bill, and he got an assistant, and he was like, I crunched the numbers, and we can make more money if we go with
it
Kaepernick.
is a capitalist
I honestly
system.
don't agree. I don't agree with you on that. And the reason why, because Nike did have in some ways, and Ford had in some ways had some things to lose, especially Ford, because white folks love their goddamn Ford vehicles. Okay,
And you know
And
what?
so
Ford
to
tough.
put him as the face,
And guess what
he's
white
a
people didn't
represent-
stop doing?
They didn't stop buying him,
But
but
trucks.
they could have.
They did take a
could
risk,
have.
though, 'cause Cap
They
is,
could have. He's
polarizing
the
figure.
poster child for social injustice. He's the poster child like, hey, by the way, y'all keep fucking with black people, and guess what? Shit, y'all making shit worse, and I'm gonna be the face of all these black people that can't speak or are dead because
Let's
of
talk
y'all.
about-
So they could have honestly, people could have honestly pulled away from them, and they could have lost money. So it was a
I'm with
risk
Brittany now.
on their part.
She right.
Okay, well, let me bring it back to my side. Let me talk about perception and media perception real quick. Every poll that has ever came out about what Kaepernick did always come back at least 60-40 in favor of Kaepernick. Some of them higher than that. Some of them like 80-20, whatever, depending on where you get the poll from. But the majority of America didn't have a problem with what Kaepernick did. It's just that the ones who did was real vocal about it. Like, if you ain't got no problem with Kaepernick and what he did, why say something? Because
but
ain't no problem.
Polls
So,
can be deceiving because polls said that Trump was supposed to get his ass mollywop.
I guarantee
And all of them fucking
Trump
rednecks
did.
came
That's
out.
not
He
true.
didn't get
Trump got
mollywop. Say you got mollywop. They're going to allow on the
if you
podcast.
lose by 3 million votes, you got
He ain't get
mollywop.
mollywop.
How did Trump become
How many,
president?
how many people in America?
Electoral college.
How many people is in America?
He 338 million.
330 million. So he lost by 3 million. That's not getting mollywop. That's a whole bunch of motherfuckers that voted for Trump. We can't discount
it's
them
still
motherfuckers.
also
That's like
3
a
million people, which is
2%.
more than the population.
I know, but we
It is
can't-
1%.
We can't
But
discount
wait,
the millions
first
of people that voted for
No,
him.
that's
These
not-
crackers
wait,
here.
Your percentage is off because 338 million people.
Well, I ain't getting no percentage.
All of them ain't.
What?
All of them ain't eligible to vote. Number one.
Yeah,
That's number
yeah.
one.
But
then all of
yeah,
them
fuck
don't.
that.
All of them don't participate.
Let's say
You
this:
still
it's
take the
millions of
3%
people
of the amount
voted
of
for
people.
Trump.
It's still a small.
That's
number.
okay.
Still a
It's
small
millions
number.
of people voted for Mitt Romney. And
That's what I'm saying.
wait. Mitt Romney and Obama election was like 1.2 million. Okay? And Mitt Romney and Obama election was 1.2 million gap. But that don't mean that it's a ton of people that wanted Mitt Romney.
Yeah, it is. It was a ton of people. A ton of people
No.
voted for him. But anyway, look here. This my
Trump
point. though.
won because the
This
electoral
my-
college
you just
is
said,
outdated.
You just said that. You just said that it was
Period.
Constitution needs to
60-40.
be changed.
It was 60-40, right? Or whatever. Cap is a polarizing figure. If shit is 60-40, you ain't just finna go with this polarizing figure or whatever.
60-40 is not polarizing.
That is. That's
what
damn
I'm
near
telling
50-50.
Listen to what I'm telling
You know how
y'all.
close that is to 50-50?
Okay.
For you to make this. But
About
the nigga
10%.
had
About
10% off.
Wait, let me say one more thing. The nigga had socks with the fucking pigs and the cop hats on it.
Most people
or
don't
whatever.
care about
whatever. Then all I'm saying is you had like 60-40 is a large disparity. That's damn near
That's
even.
20% though. That's a lot.
It
That's
is
20%.
Swap 10% either
And
way.
look at
Swap
if you-
it minus
if you
plus
Nike-
minus 10%.
Let's talk
That's
about
50-50.
let's talk about it.
What are you talking
Let's talk
about?
about the demographics and stuff. I'm gonna get to the four, but let's do Nike real quick because that's who I started off talking
Right.
about or whatever, and I said fuck Nike. Okay, so when you look at Nike or whatever, their demographics, most of the people who buy their shoes are young urban youth. And ain't no young urban youth give a fuck about Colin Kaepernick.
They don't.
In a negative way.
Yeah, they don't.
So
But I don't know
it's
about- I don't know. It's
there
different
was
with the
no
Ford shit,
risk. There was no risk.
It was a risk for it though.
And Nike stock dropped the initial day by like 3%. The next day it went up by such and such
Yeah, I
amount or
remember that.
whatever. Same thing with Ford. Ford stock dropped by a few percent and then it skyrocketed.
But you can't say that there was not a risk
with
involved.
Ford, it's more of a risk because of the truck thing. But here's my thing: it's where you gonna get your truck from? Because a motherfucker who love Ford, they ain't driving no Chevy, and it ain't got nothing to do with Colin Kaepernick. That's ingrained in him. So where you gonna get your truck from? You gonna go get a Jap car?
But what?
Because that's what they gonna call it.
But what if the dealers what if those who deal in Ford say, you know what, I choose not to deal in Ford anymore because
And
of
I'm
those
pretty sure
things?
they
we really
did, but it's
discounting. We really discounting
it's a
how
risk.
much these grassroots crackers or
Yeah,
whatever influence
there was
is
more of a
over.
it's more of a
You know
risk
why
than
I'm
you're
discounting
saying.
it? Because the Kaepernick deal shit happened months ago, and they're making more money
Let me
than
tell
they
you
ever
why.
made.
Let me tell you why you shouldn't discount the grassroots movement of these crackers, because the grassroots movement of these crackers shifted the whole Republican Party to the extreme right. Before the Tea Party, before that grassroots movement or whatever, everything was center. And when the reason
But that's different than with commerce, though. We're talking about commerce.
All I'm trying to say is how stubborn and how dedicated these motherfuckers
They are.
can be.
And it's 38.
If they don't fuck with-
it's 38% of America that are stubborn, dedicated, MAGA, ignorant Republicans.
They'll say fuck them damn Ford trucks and go do something else.
But
You
it's
think
not
they
enough.
won't?
It's not enough to make an impact on the bottom line
It's
because
enough to get Trump as
I think it
president.
was.
Ford signed with Kaepernick, and Ford has turned a higher profit than they've ever turned. Nike signed with Kaepernick, and they've turned a higher profit. So all I'm saying with y'all, I'm not discounting what y'all saying,
I don't
but
know what
I'm
you're
saying
saying,
the
boy.
numbers bear out on my side because
Well, you just made
You're
up
trying
some
to come
shit.
out. You just trying to come out and say that you, in your point of view, you feel like there was not a risk for them doing it
I don't
because they
think
knew
so.
that the numbers were
because
on
they
their
crunch
side.
numbers.
Is what you're
Businesses
saying.
make calculated decisions. Just like Chevy was like, let's lay off 20,000 people so we can keep $30 million. And they did. And that's a calculated decision. And you know what happened? The first day, they stock dropped because everybody's like, oh, how dare them lay off 20,000 people or whatever, right? And then the next day, now they got the highest stock they'd had in 20 years or whatever.
What niggas supposed to do with this cap situation?
You ain't supposed to do shit. Ain't that you can?
I mean,
you right. It is what it is.
I mean, you gotta think about it. After less than a year of the whole cap situation, and I know I'm guilty of it. When we're saying fuck the NFL, not watching football,
Yeah,
I'm
why?
like, fuck the NFL. I'm just not gonna watch the national anthem. And you know what? Fuck the NFL, but I still gotta see if my Tennessee Titans will win or not.
Fuck the Titans.
You know, whoa.
Y'all
Stay-
said,
Oh,
you
stay
ain't
in
about
your
to do that
lane.
on
You know
this
you
show.
are. You
Stay
know
in
you
your
are.
You
lane.
out of fucking
Yeah.
Stay in your
control.
lane.
Titans can
You
suck
out
a
of
dick.
fucking
Look
control.
here.
You
My
way-
gosh.
The NFL
Haters.
though.
Are you still upset?
Why
Y'all
would-
haven't beat us in 2 years.
No, I'm
Oh, this is another
upset
show.
because y'all are a bunch of scumbags.
Oh, my God.
And the organization is trash
Oh.
and should be dumped.
There's a bunch of
Jaguars
hillbillies
should
that
be
fuck their
should
sisters.
hold
Their
hands with us.
mascot is a fucking raccoon. A
Oh,
raccoon.
shit.
Ooh.
Your mascot is a raccoon.
No, the fuck is not.
Don't make me Google it. Google Tennessee. No, let Tank do it. An indifferent party. Google Tennessee Titan mascot
I can
raccoon.
put it up right quick.
Or Tennessee Titan mascot.
You know what all the brothers and listeners is thinking right now? Both of y'all motherfuckers trash. The Jaguars and the Titans.
Negative.
That's what they said.
I'm so sorry because no, we're not.
They saying we both arguing over these trash ass
Before we
teams.
get all into a sports
That's okay
debate,
though. Jacksonville
'cause
still ain't beat us now in 2 years, going on 3. So I ain't worried about. No, it's 2 years. I'm going on 3 at this
They
point.
still got to live in Tennessee, so it don't matter.
Yeah.
It's one of the saddest places in America.
Oh my god!
Shout out to all our Tennessee listeners.
Saddest place in
All 7 of y'all.
saddest place in.
Look like a goddamn
Damn
coon to
raccoon.
me.
Shut. Brittany, you on?
Anyways,
I'm cutting
back
your
to
mic
this-
off for the
Yo,
next
you
2 minutes.
Back to this cap shit. Niggas stop watching the NFL and shit. I ain't understand why niggas stop watching the NFL because it's still niggas playing in the NFL. I mean, what
I
we
ain't stopped
gonna-
watching.
I stopped watching.
I didn't watch it just
I did.
because
I did at first, but then I was
I
like,
did.
you know what? Nah.
I just went into it. I was
Nah,
disgusted by
I
it.
know people's like, but I'm gonna watch the highlights. So I was just like, oh,
That same thing, they get paid for the
right.
highlights, too.
The only game I watched was the Super Bowl.
But you're right. At the end of the day, you can't do nothing about this Kaepernick thing. It don't affect niggas in a way or nothing like that.
I don't want to
So,
get back to the basis.
What you need to do is what Tank said. Everybody need to get back on what Cap was doing it for in the first place.
In
Social
Louisiana,
injustice.
they had a nigga locked up for 900 more days after his release date. And Louisiana is number one in doing shit
Horrible.
like
Yes.
that.
When they
Like,
had said
the shit
that
like this
when
happens
Obama
all
signed the
time.
bill way that they couldn't use prisoners for like miscellaneous work no more
Yeah,
for free,
yeah.
they had to pay them. The dude who the head of the prison system in Louisiana came out and was like, well, who gonna wash my car and
Exactly.
sweep my driveway? That's what we use these
This
boys
is
for.
what this is what I wish niggas would kept. I mean, ain't no other bigger humanitarian crisis in America besides this to me, or whatever that I could think of. Than millions of people being fucked and enslaved in the prison system. So I don't know why this ain't on niggas' number one priority as a president, as they're thinking about what president they're going to pick. Beta, what's that Mexican
Beto
name?
Award.
Beto Award.
Beto.
Beto Award. What the fuck he gonna do for niggas?
I don't know. We need to
That's
ask
my
him.
only
Yeah,
question.
we do need to ask that
We
question.
need to
We
ask
post that
them.
question too.
And I want somebody who's going to say specifically what they're going to do for niggas because Obama was on that all tides lift all boats shit. Like if I do this, then everybody. I knew somebody who going to specifically say this is how we're going to fix
Ask them.
this
You
problem.
know what's funny about that? Nobody asks politicians anymore. And since we were talking about Beto, let's move on to that. So Trump declared a national state of emergency because he said there's
Lawsuits
too many
came
Mexicans
flying.
coming across the border, and so he declared $8 million to build a great wall from
Big wall.
sea to shining sea. It's going to be
Impermeable.
big, almost impermeable.
Yes.
Is what he said. Wall. And he declared a national emergency because he said there's so many people coming across the border right now that we got to do something about it. Border crossings is the lowest it's been in 50 years. So,
Hey, man.
and then he had a rally in El Paso,
It's
Texas,
propaganda.
where the Make America Great Again enthusiasts made a human wall to show where they was going to build that wall at and held hands at the border, and then they walked away, and then 6 Mexicans came across. And then Beto O'Rourke held a rally the same day with more people
Across the street.
across the street from where Trump was. So how we feel about this national
was
emergency
thugging.
thing, cuz?
First of all, I think border security is an important thing. Every nation has good border security, so you need border security or whatever. A wall ain't gonna fix the fucking problem. So, but it's a good thing for propaganda. You know, white people get scared so easily. The brown people coming across killing us.
The brown people
Yeah,
come across
yeah.
and doing the jobs that they don't want, and they'll rather stand on the corner instead with a sign that says, "Please help me."
They all
Homeless veteran.
You know what they say. It hurts black people the most.
Yeah, right.
Instead of the Mexicans, we can have your niggas out here picking oranges and shit.
Yeah.
We
Bitch,
did that for a while. They can go ahead and handle that this time. We did that for a while.
niggas have
for
set
sure.
that bitch on
You want
fire.
to know something I had read up on that's pretty interesting or whatever was back in the day, like in the 50s and stuff, before they got real strict on border security, like when Eisenhower and them boys was like, it's the Mexicans. Because you always got to blame somebody for
Absolutely.
something. But before they got all into like, it's the Mexicans or whatever, right? You could just freely come across the border from here and go back. So what the Mexicans was doing back then was they would come across, work, make their money, and then go back to Mexico. But when you build walls and restrictions on the border to stop them from doing that, then they can't freely have turnover. So now they come across and they stay because they can't get back. So we actually need to make it easier, not like easier to do whatever,
Mexico
but
is a fucked up place in a lot of places. So
Mexico's not as bad as we think it is.
nigga, it's a lot of
It's like
it's a lot of
Africa.
shit.
It's a lot of shit.
No,
It's a lot of
Africa's
shit.
bad, but
Shit.
It's not as bad as
I-
we think.
Yeah, it's not as bad as we think it is.
Africa is fucked up. Fuck Africa. I'm sick of them niggas.
Whoa.
All right.
They is out of control.
I'm
Rich.
saying they need to get the shit together. Haiti too. Haiti going through some bullshit right now or whatever because it's so fucking corrupt. And
Haiti been going.
When Haiti happened, look,
Years
speaking of
since
well,
it's
Africa,
separated.
speaking of
turning
Africa,
into a humanitarian.
speaking of
crisis.
Africa being corrupt, the election for Nigeria was supposed to be like last week, and they pushed it back to the 23rd because the shit so corrupt. They was like, we can't even have a fair election. We got to push it back, investigate into what's going on, and then have the election.
See, niggas don't be wanting to tell the truth about Africa because it's all fucked up and it's all niggas over there. Look, niggas fucking up. It's a lot of beautiful places in Africa, but who gonna want to go stay over there if I could drive from here to California? I try to do that shit over in Africa, nigga, I'm gonna run into some trouble.
Well, you ain't gonna be able to drive that far, but that's unique. That's unique to America.
But back
because
to the
it's so
Mexicans.
big.
Gotta get back to the Mexicans.
Go ahead, Mexicans.
Yeah, it's shit going on down there, or whatever. So I understand the border security. Canada got security out the ass. Got them nigga try to go get in Canada and
It's too
just stay
cold
there.
up there.
God damn it, it's too cold for niggas. There.
80% of the Canadian border isn't secure.
Everybody,
80%.
is
But
what?
they don't.
80% of the Canadian border is not secure.
Do you know? But do you know that their policies or whatever is more stricter than America?
I agree. But we talking
Everybody
about
criticize America for the shit that's going on.
America has the
But-
most secure border on this side of the
But
hemisphere.
the-
Maybe in the world.
That's the problem. Trump pushing a real issue, but he using the bullshit wall.
I don't think it's
I don't
issue.
issue.
Border security is a real
But he was
It
giving,
is,
but he
but
was
that-
giving
that-
money.
what-
But he was giving money
Wait,
for
ain't-
border security.
I'm just saying, ain't border security
And that
a real
wasn't
issue.
enough for
Yes,
him.
border,
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Border security is a real issue, but it's not an issue that need to be brought up. We've had great
For crackers
border,
it is, not for niggas.
We've
I don't
had
give a fuck.
We've had great border security since the 50s. The border is secure. I can see if niggas was just we having 50, 60,000 Mexicans running across the border at a time. Bro, you talking about
He's upset because El
10,000
Chapo was
people.
able to build a tunnel and get his ass over here. Now he wants to do something
Well,
about
I
it.
don't think he's upset about it. I just think he don't want no brown
being
people
funny.
here. Period.
White
But
people
he's gonna have
disappearing.
hard.
ain't
I'm
they?
Yeah.
sorry, when they came here, there was already brown people here. I mean, you gonna
White people
probably get
disappearing.
rid
They
of them.
scared, so they got to blame somebody. Just like Hitler, where Germany's economy was disappearing, and they was like, they started looking at Hitler like, how we gonna fix this economy?
Let's blame the
And he
Jews.
was like, the Jews.
I don't,
How we know the
I don't
Jews?
even understand that white people shit. I mean, all y'all white. What the fuck you talking about?
If they
Hitler?
were not blonde hair, blue eyes. They were
They Jews though.
wait. So if Hitler wasn't even blonde hair, blue eyes,
No, but that no,
Hitler-
seriously,
Hitler believed.
how do they know they Jews?
that was one of the
Because these
criteria.
because these dumbasses said they was Jews.
They all white people to me.
And then
Let
they
me
have
tell
to
you
walk
something.
around with like some
Yeah,
type of form of a scarlet
the
letter
thing
on them or some
bother-
shit like that.
We need to talk about this real quick. Because the thing that bothers me the most about the Holocaust stuff or whatever is, it was fucked up. It was bad or whatever.
Horrible.
But horrible, right. Horrendous.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing that bothers me the most is like, you people of faith motherfuckers who be like, I got so much faith that I can't lie. So these people, they come in the house, the Gestapo come in the house and be like, are you a Jew? Or are you hiding a Jew? And they'll be like, no, I'm not hiding a Jew. And then they'll find somebody and be like, are you a Jew? And then people will be like, yes, I'm a Jew.
Pow, pow, pow.
And then instead of just saying, no, I'm not a Jew, I'm a Christian.
Wait. Is this really how they
Oh,
found
I'm
out they
putting
were
you on
That was
game after
one
the
of them. It was
podcast.
one of them, and there was another
Most
one
of the Jews,
from a-
90% of the
What
Jews
the fuck?
identified as Jewish.
for a physical and also the physical characteristics. Like he got to a point where he was looking at people's like physicality and be like, okay,
But,
you didn't have
no,
to-
They all spoke the same language, right?
No, they spoke
No.
German. They were German and Polish.
That's like
They
us.
spoke Polish and German.
That's like niggas going door to door asking, you Baptist?
right.
right,
Hell yeah.
pretty much.
Hey,
Nah,
hey, sir.
I'm Episcopalican.
Right.
Or whatever that shit is.
We're from the Baptist Gestapo, and we killing all Baptists. Are you Baptist? Praise Allah, my brother. Fuck you talking about?
What the fuck?
What are you? Because whatever you is, that's what I am. And then it's so many cases where the Jews was like, if you convert to Catholicism, we'll let you go over here. It won't be pleasant, but you'll live. It was like, I cannot betray God. Well, fuck you then, bro.
Bow,
What
bow,
you
bow.
talking about? That's
Lock you up in
dumb.
these concentration camps
That's
and put you in
dumb.
the shower.
I'm
and
still
you have
not
to
saying they
guess.
should be killed. I'm still
No.
not saying that it's not fucked up what happened to them. I'm just saying
But
if
then
they
they get
had a
repar-
choice to say they're not a
Yes,
Jew,
they got
Didn't
money.
they get
Not only
reparations?
did they get money, they got a whole goddamn
Ain't
country.
that some shit?
money.
Then
They
got
run the Middle East.
Right, they got
They
reparations.
gave them a whole region of the world. I
Only
bet they
the
saying
most-
they. I bet they saying they Jews now.
Not only the regional, the most important to all of the religions in that set that
Yeah.
they gave to them.
Yeah, they get reparations.
I just
all
can't.
that stuff.
I was reading this
Yeah,
book
we
one
get
time
shit
about the shit, and I just
still.
can't believe that the motherfucker was like, yeah, I'm a Jew, and he said he was a Jew because he couldn't betray what he believed in. Y'all crazy. Now I know there's a lot of people listening right now, like, oh well, you gotta understand your faith. I never turn on Jesus. Let me tell y'all something. If there's a war come down and they killing all the people who believe in Jesus, you better praise Allah. You crazy as hell if they
Hey.
going door to door.
No, because when you die, you're gonna go with Jesus.
Oh, so you saying because they wanted to go to heaven, so they had to stay faithful to God. Well, they found out real quick. Anywho,
Learn today.
yeah, they dead. Gas chambers fixed that. I don't want none of them to die, but shit, bro, come on.
all the holes in hell, anyways. Fuck it.
That's true.
Let me where the holes at
That's true.
for
I just feel-
eternity.
I just feel like you don't think God will understand that you had to lie. You think God gonna when you get up there, you gonna have cool points and be like, "Yo, my brother, you a real nigga, bro. That's what's up." You think that's what he care about? You done lived your life this whole life, and you think he care about you declaring yourself a Jew?
I'm gonna go up there and be like,
Bitch, I would have been like, I ain't no Jew.
if
Jew,
anything,
you got a
I'll be in
menorah
heaven
right
like,
there.
Hey, God, like why you had to put me through that?
Yeah.
What did I do to you this time?
My thing is, if a mama asked me was I a Jew, I'd be like, no. And they'd be like, well, you got a Jewish chain on. Nigga, I thought it was bling. I'm just cool. I'm
Yeah.
straight.
So them niggas got land and money, and they asked, what's the lady name? The running for president,
Kamala?
Kamala. Kamala.
That's your girl.
They asked her about reparations, and she said, "Yeah, it should be some form or something."
Yes.
They
she
talking
did.
about all of
She
that
did
pot
say
smoking,
some-
but they ain't
yeah.
talking about that. I mean, that was more significant than
She
that
did.
bullshit.
She did talk about. I forgot what it was. She
They
was
don't
something
want them
about.
to hear
Of
that.
course she
If
does.
they-
It's gonna be getting
if
money.
they
It's
hear-
gonna go
if
into like
they
some type
hear-
of savings.
Yeah, if they hear that
They hear that
if
word
they hear
reparations.
boy, we gonna lose all the votes. Bernie Sanders for reparations, I think.
Hey, didn't Bernie say
Did
he
y'all-
running?
he might be
Bernie- I
running. They
think
say he
he
getting
said
closer.
he
Some shit.
Yeah, they saying that he might be making an
Fuck
announcement.
it, Bernie
They say
run. Shit.
Bernie.
That's gonna
Run.
change a lot of stuff if he do.
I'm a 100%
He
behind
ain't gonna
Bernie.
get the
100.
nomination because the whole machine is gonna
At
be
this point,
behind
I think
Kamala.
he would. He number one in the. He's number one on the game.
Whoever the machine get behind.
Why you think the
is
machine
who's gonna
behind
be
Kamala? I don't
number
think the
one.
machine behind
Right
Kamala
now it
right
is.
now. I think the machine probably behind Elizabeth Warren.
She getting get the fuck out of
I'm
here.
telling you, ain't behind no Kamala.
The machine is not Kamala.
You
Why?
just
Why?
see a
Just
lot of
watch and
Kamala
see.
stuff. We don't know who the machine behind yet because it's too many.
Who you think the money is going to
Right.
back? Who you think the money going to back?
Cory Booker
Yeah.
or
You think the money going to back?
Juan,
Cory Booker? I
Julian
don't think they gonna
Castro
trust this nigga.
or Howard Schultz. It's one of these white men before
gonna
they
be
back
white.
behind Kamala
It's
Harris.
gonna be
They're gonna lose. Whoever the fuck you talking about, because when they get up there talking all that shit and Trump say, who the fuck is this? And Trump going to his shit, they ain't gonna be able to
I
handle
don't think
that.
Trump
A
will get
woman
the nomination.
cannot win president of the United States in 2020
Why?
because America's not voting for a woman. Period. Point blank. It's
You don't
just
think?
not happening.
Why? Wait a minute.
Ask them niggas why they ain't vote for
Wait a
women.
minute. Wait a minute. Because from the popular vote standpoint, Hillary won the popular vote.
Don't matter.
So
We
what you
need to
mean?
win southern. We need to get some of these southern states. So that's where you win it. Because Trump,
Yeah, 'cause if-
Trump
wait.
had 3 million more votes, but it don't matter. All those is in California and New York.
If Hillary wasn't such a snake,
I
she
don't-
could have got
I-
more. She could have won.
She wouldn't have won.
She would have won if she
Ain't
wasn't such
no
a snake.
way Hillary win.
She was just so
Florida.
unlikable.
I didn't vote.
Ain't
I
no
didn't
way
vote for her,
Hillary
so it
win in
matter.
Florida. Ain't no way Hillary win in Tennessee. Ain't no way Hillary win in South
But
Carolina.
you don't think that Elizabeth Warren, Kamala Harris, what's the other bitch that put her name in the hat too? What's another
No,
one?
because these
You don't think
old
none of
Southern
them?
bastards are racist and sexist. They not voting for no woman. Period. Regardless.
I think
I
Elizabeth
think
Warren is a nut job.
I don't know. I don't know.
What make Liz Warren a
I
nut
think
job?
she a nut job.
What make her a nut job?
This whole that whole
She's Native American. She's
that
that
make
whole
her a nut
shit
job.
tripped me the fuck
that
out.
Just make her
that whole shit tripped me the fuck. Who does that?
She's Indian.
Who does
She
that?
just got a little Rachel Dawes
She
in
said
her.
She's Pocahontas.
That's that crazy bitch shit.
She didn't say she was Pocahontas. Trump said she was Pocahontas.
That was funny.
Fuck
Kamala
outta
is
here.
a hustler. All right, yeah. When you fucking the old nigga that's in his, you fucking a senior citizen. Yeah, I see that. And then you fucking a white cop. I think Kamala, this bitch a hustler. And what's up with Cory Booker? What you think about him?
I don't think Cory Booker has enough policy stuff that is gonna help him get over the ladder, and I think that Cory Booker is being portrayed as angry black man because of what happened with the Kavanaugh hearings and because of how he is in the Senate. So I think he has an uphill climb to make. I think he would be a good candidate. I don't think I would vote for him.
Trump.
I mean, I would vote for him, but you know what I'm saying.
Trump gonna whoop these nigga ass, boy.
I don't
Trump
think Trump got a
2020.
chance.
Shoot out your damn man. I was just
As long
stop
as, you
saying
put
that,
as
boy.
long as you put a decent candidate
Mm.
that the Midwest
I hear
auto
you.
workers who lost their job a vote for
Yeah,
would
whatever.
be good. All we need is Ohio and Michigan, and we
Them
win.
motherfuckers vote their own
His
detriment.
name in the hat, and I know that it's customary for if the president goes out for another term that they put him in as the actual candidate. However, I'm gonna keep going back to this. I still feel like I don't think that's gonna happen this time with Trump because of that whole Mueller investigation.
How do you think? Like at this point, Mueller investigation dumb. I'm with the Republicans now. Wrap it up. Get rid of it. It ain't doing shit for me. And let's see. Here go my thing. And see, this is where I'm at with the Mueller investigation. If it don't come out in the next whatever, because his term almost over now.
Yeah.
If the Mueller investigation does not lead to an indictment of Donald Trump or whatever and his cabinet, it was a waste of time. Yeah, it indicted all these other people, but we all know that's not what it was for. We know what it was investigating. Campaign finance funds. Every president has bad campaign finance funds. Obama paid a penalty, a fine for campaign finance. So did Bush. So did Clinton. So did Gore. So did everybody. Everybody do that or whatever. So give me something like that show that this dude is a Russian spy, which he is, or leave it alone. We wasted time.
Spy.
The nigga a spy. It's Red Dawn. The shit Red Dawn. But what we doing, Mueller been looking at this shit for 2 years. We ain't done. Bitch, you ain't got nothing.
It's a lot of red tape.
Red tape.
There's a lot of things.
Bitch, the only red tape is the one that's keeping
I don't
the
even
file
give a.
closed.
I mean, personally, I don't even give a fuck if you're a Russian spy. I don't give a fuck.
spy.
You don't care if the president of the United States is a Russian spy?
No, because it doesn't.
You ever seen Red Dawn?
It don't matter to me. Shit. Is it gonna be a nuclear war?
Yes, you ever seen Red Dawn?
No, now you just getting over dramatic. This shit ain't affecting niggas. I don't care if you fucking running hand in hand.
Okay,
with
wait a
Putin.
minute now. This like saying,
ain't affecting
wait,
niggas.
this like saying,
I don't care.
for everybody that watches
Tell me
Walking
how it
Dead.
is.
This like watching Walking Dead and being like, man, I'm in the hood. I ain't worried about no zombie apocalypse. No, it ain't
nigga.
affecting niggas.
No, you
it's a
got-
zombie apocalypse.
He's a spy.
He's a spy.
A zombie apocalypse affects the hood more
Espionage,
than
nigga. That's what it is.
the motherfucking president.
Have you seen Red Dawn?
Nigga, the president is
He gonna
president for
watch it
4
this
years.
I get what you're saying.
He gonna
I'm
watch
talking about
it
if he's a
It's
Russian
you,
spy.
you asking me have I seen a movie?
Have you seen Red
Have
Dawn?
I seen a Hollywood movie?
Because that's what happened if the president
I know,
is
but you
a
asked
Russian
me.
spy.
You asked me have I seen a Hollywood?
are you comparing
I
it to
seen
a specific
Jumanji.
thing?
Have you seen the
I seen Jumanji
Have you
also.
seen the Manchurian
I
Candidate?
seen Ouija.
You seen Manchurian Candidate, right?
I
Brett?
seen what else? What's another movie? I seen Happy Valentine.
No,
Happy
I'm not a
Valentine's
movie
Death
person.
Day. Where that shit was kind of good. The bitch kept
I did
dying.
I
and
did
shit.
go see What Men Want. That was a good movie too.
I seen What Men
That was
Want.
good.
I ain't watching it.
It's
You know why I ain't
It
watching
ain't
it?
gonna be
Because
real.
all it is what women want, except vice versa.
No, but it's funny. But it is funny. Though.
Is it real though?
No, but it's funny.
Because when the
Brittany, you
niggas
seen Red Dawn?
No, I don't watch.
doesn't
a lot
matter.
of
Y'all
movies.
niggas ain't seen
movie.
Red Dawn?
No.
Why we talking about this shit? I don't talk
I
about
don't
this.
know what this got to do with real life.
Erica, you seen Red Dawn?
What they got to do with real
The
life?
comparison is
You seen Red
so
Dawn,
he
right?
started-
Okay.
You know why?
I
he
rather
started making
talk
movies,
about
right?
what women want.
He, at the end of the day, he was like, he don't give a fuck about the movie because why does the
But
movie
it's the
compare to real
premise
life?
behind it because shit ain't ever happened. But let me tell you.
Exactly. What we talking about
Let me
here?
just say real quick. If the president is a Russian spy,
Spy.
Yes.
and
What's
he
going
can,
happen?
he can
Commit
do a whole bunch
espionage.
of shit to let the Russians
on.
come and take over.
They gonna
My
take
thing
over.
is,
You
if
think
it's a
Trump is-
full-
you
if
think
it's
that's
a
what Trump
full-
doing?
The nigga a Russian spy.
But do you think that he's
Yes.
You think
He's
that
a spy.
this one person, Trump, and this whole system of the United
Wait a minute,
States,
okay, wait a minute.
or whatever, is going to let
So,
a Russian
rough
come in
Nigga
and take
who's
So
in
over?
Trump,
control
that's
of
smart?
all of our military.
So
Listen,
Trump,
listen,
that's smart.
talk
though?
to him, Brady.
Oh, that dumb?
Smart. You ever seen the Manchurian Candidate?
I told you
Y'all
no
out of
twice.
control. He don't have to be
Twice I
smart.
said no.
He's a robot.
What?
Hey, man.
He's a y'all ain't never seen Terminator.
I'm just, it's,
Y'all out of fucking control.
I'm just trying to understand, like,
Y'all out of control.
I'm just-
nah, Brittany, shut your calm down, sister soldier.
Trump and Putin in the same
Sister, have you
conversation like
ever,
that. Bob
have you ever seen
like,
Terminator?
Which
Yes,
one?
I have.
Do you remember when
Genesis?
when the thing came back? The goose
Thing.
shit.
Yeah.
That's Trump. Oh, shit. He's the goose shit.
He's the spy.
Obama is damn T-1000. I hate you.
It's
Brothers
terrible.
Podcast, episode number 46.
This nigga here crazy.
Bro Nation, if you've seen
None
Red
of these,
Dawn,
Ask about the most
None of
damn
these-
or the Manchurian Candidate,
none of these
Comment.
damn movies.
and let us know that you've seen it.
Who
Shout
is
out
Red
to,
Dawn?
huh?
Who in it?
Oh, it's old. It's a lot of niggas in it. I'm not good with who stars
Tank
in
ain't gonna
movies,
watch that
but
shit.
I've seen
Tank
it.
ain't watching
Go home
that
and watch
shit.
it. Go home and watch it. Not the new one though. The new one got Thor in it. It's trash. But the old one gooder than the mother. Some all feel. You ever seen Some All Feels?
Yeah, see some all feel.
Okay, now imagine if Morgan Freeman was in on the shit.
Yeah,
seen
he'll
that
blow up every American. You think Trump gonna blow up the whole fucking America?
Hell yeah, it's Trump.
He's a spy.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You ain't never seen The Matrix?
Yeah. Neo?
You seen The Matrix?
Yeah.
Brittany, you seen The Matrix?
Yes.
Remember the alien robots that was flying, eating people? That's Trump.
Wow.
Obama is Neo.
I'm done.
Oh, okay, I know.
Brothers Podcast, episode number 46 in the books.
All right.
Appreciate you listening on your podcast provider.
Special night.
Shout out to everybody in Europe that's checking us out.
So ironic.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out why niggas in Ireland is listening to this show. They listen every week. Why is it
Russian
Ireland?
spy.
Why are we questioning it?
Is it Russians?
I'm
in
not
Ireland?
questioning. I want you to keep listening. I want to know. Please comment.
So
We've been
people
asking this
from
since
Ireland,
like
comment. What do you like about
what
the show?
Is it Russians
it?
in Ireland?
Do you understand what we're saying?
people in England,
Or do
in
we just-
London, and Middlesboro that's listening to this podcast.
Well, I get London.
Manchester.
It's
And
niggas
cornbread ham?
And cornbread ham.
What the fuck is that?
That's where 21 Savage from.
Oh yeah,
Cornbread
These
ham.
niggas. Oh, see, these niggas in London.
Look at Erica trying to get credit. I made that up though. Copyright fucking Squincher E. Get the hell out of here. Get off my show.
Yeah, but definitely comment below. We
Cornbread
wanna know
ham.
What y'all like
Yeah,
about the
shout
show.
out to cornbread
And
ham.
The fact that it's just a bunch of angry black people having
Germany.
the whole conversation.
There you go, cuz. What's the niggas in Germany listening?
Germany
Why?
is hella racist.
Why? Czechoslovakia.
Because we're angry because we're
It's
screaming at
niggas
each
in
other the whole time.
Czechoslovakia?
That's probably why.
You know it's a white dude smoking a cigarette right now with a bald head, sweaty,
Why his head
thinking
gotta be
about
bald
coming
and
to
sweaty?
America,
But since,
opening a tire shop.
That
Since-
movie
since
is another one
Czechoslovakia,
coming out.
listening to
Another
Brother
one.
Listen,
World
shout
War
out
II,
Shock.
American military done been in Germany, ain't it? Been around.
Oh, you think it's American niggas in Germany
Yeah,
listening?
military.
Shout
That's,
out to the military in Germany that's listening.
Absolutely.
That's what's
get
up.
out. Get out now.
Maybe it's in England and Ireland too. Maybe y'all American.
Mil-
We don't know. You never
What
fucking
the fuck the
comment.
military doing in Ireland? Ain't nobody think about it.
America got bases everywhere. And places I was like, well, we need a base in the Maldives for.
Right.
Never know.
Oh, that's so beautiful. I would love
Y'all
to go
better
there.
not fuck up.
That shit crazy.
Bahrain. I still don't know what the fuck is in Bahrain.
Final thoughts. Tank.
Final thoughts. Good for Kaepernick or whatever. Got that bag. You know, go trick off. Even though he's still with his bitch.
Yes.
He's still with that bitch. Hey
Yes.
man, send her on a vacation somewhere.
His woman.
I think she be stressing you, man.
His woman.
I think he want to call her bitch.
You ever
but he
listen to the
can't.
show?
I think he be wanting to call her bitch, but he can't because of how she is. Goddamn, I know she be getting on the damn nerves.
She give him
All
head
right,
at the end
send
of
her
the
off on a vacation somewhere. Go do you, boy. Get out there, boy. Oh, and it's Black History Month. Nigga to look up.
Don't wait, nigga. That's next.
Why we can't do it all at one time?
We can't.
I gotta go around
No,
twice.
Yes. Stop fucking up the show. Brittany,
See,
final
nah,
thought.
wait, it wasn't no pre-production where he told me this shit.
We do it every week. Didn't we say we gonna do
No,
it
no,
every
we-
week?
no.
We said that last week.
No, I know you said it last week, but you ain't tell me last week.
That don't even make no damn sense what you just said.
He did tell you last week.
Now,
He told you to stop taking
yeah.
over the show. He was
God
done with you taking
damn.
over the show.
Brittany, final thought.
Final thoughts. He's an asshole.
I'm sick of this nigga.
Final thoughts. Jussie Smollett lied. Other than that, What Women Want actually was a pretty good movie. Off topic. And happy President's Day to Obama. And we'll see y'all again next time.
Final thoughts from Hater Bear Media, aka me, aka Jax, aka AJ. Jussie Smollett is the gooey man from Terminator. He's secretly plotting with Trump to make us feel a certain type of way so that Trump can initiate Red Dawn. If you ain't seen it, go watch it.
The old one.
Because the nigga's a Russian spy.
Spy.
Trump is a Russian spy. Kaepernick is Neo. That's why he always wear that black trench coat.
It's not because he's cold.
Not because he cold. All right. Black History Month is upon us, and we've been giving out black people to go look up every week. Brittany made the suggestion that we just continue to do it forever last week, and we agreed to it. Tank didn't hear us, even though he know I said it last week.
I
Fuck
think I
him.
made the suggestion.
Fuck that nigga.
You gonna give Brittany my okay? I gave the
Didn't
suggestion.
Brittany say we do it every week? Oh, you
Nah,
did.
she
Tank
piggybacked
said
off
let's
of
do it
me.
every week.
Give my credit.
Tank literally made the suggestion we do it every week, but now he's
forgot.
saying he don't remember me talking to him about last
I was
week.
going to take the credit. That's why I was quiet.
Sick of this nigga.
Sick of this nigga.
Tank,
forgot.
black historical figure to look up.
Sam Cooke, revolutionary,
Chain phone call.
which got killed chasing some pussy. Fucked up.
Wow.
Let him look
Oh,
it up.
shit, man.
Let him look it up.
Well, it's deeper shit to the story, but that's what I pulled from it. My ignorant ass or whatever. Chase the pussy got killed, but he ran with Jim Brown. Well, it was at the same Muhammad Ali.
We
Jim
just wanted
Brown.
you to give one, give
Nah,
a
we gotta-
person, and give a person.
No, but I'm saying Muhammad Ali, Jim Brown, Malcolm X, and Sam Cooke were all in the building at the same time. You can imagine how scared white folks was that night.
Man goes into a restaurant. Are you listening?
You got it, dog.
We need to wrap this show up. I'm sick of y'all. Brittany, black historical figure.
Cedric Owens.
Whoa. Marcus,
Host of Burlesque Podcast.
Marcus
also,
Garvey. Marcus
Marcus
Garvey.
Garvey.
Yeah, they should. People should look him up in his philosophies and everything, and be enlightened. And I got that just watching that bullshit of a damn video that Dr. Umar Johnson put out about him.
Oh, we ain't talk about
School.
Umar.
We
and
will
we
talk
said
about
we
that
was
on
going to talk
Saturday.
about
Talk about
Umar.
that nigga. We'll
Yes,
get to him.
We'll get to him. So
I'm
please look up.
watching you charlatan.
So please look up Marcus Garvey and his philosophies.
See my hair. Red, black, green, baby.
That look like it's blue and pink.
No,
actually,
that's
romance.
red, black, green.
So definitely look it up.
So you said Marcus Garvey.
Marcus Garvey.
That's what's up. I'm actually don't have one person this week. I got a group, the Tuskegee Airmen. Don't just go watch Red Tails, niggas. Read a fucking book. I know you niggas. Y'all gonna go put on Red Tails. Y'all like, them niggas doing loop-de-loops and shooting. Listen, go look them up.
Wasn't
Tuskegee
there
Airmen.
two of them?
Two of them?
No, wasn't
Brittany
it,
need to go look up the Tuskegee Airmen
No, I'm not
too.
talking about the Tuskegee. I'm talking
Oh, you
about
mean the
Red
other
Tail,
movie?
The movie, yeah, because it was the original
Red
one.
Tails and then there was something else. Don't look at none of the movies. Actually, go look them up and read about them. Find out who they were, what they did, and then go look at
Wikipedia.
Red Tails. And after you get
Damn,
done
fuck
looking
those
at Red Tails, go look at Red Dawn.
He's a spy.
Trump is a fucking spy. And Tank say that shit don't matter to you in the hood. When them Russians are knocking on your door with them choppers like, comrade,
we
don't
buy
tell
some
them,
of 'em?
don't tell them you a Jew.
They gonna sell something on to us. Goddamn it, we can use a chopper or two.
Brothers and Podcast, episode number 46. Better late than never.
Better late than never.
In the books. As we say every week, all power to the people. Peace.